"Whoever allowed you to free her shall lose their hands," the Duke replied coldly. "I trust you can live with that, Mother." Edgar's fingers drummed on the table, a subtle effort to restrain his mounting frustration. The early morning was meant for peace, not this nonsense. Priscilla approached the table with indifference to the fate of the guard who had released the maid. "To have such a poor girl imprisoned, it was better than removing her head for slapping my wife. I would have no qualms about doing so if you wish. Take her back," Edgar advised coldly. "You've placed 2 women in my life who intend to sabotage my marriage. You are fortunate you are my mother. Were it otherwise, I doubt I would remain this composed." "You threaten me again," Priscilla shot back, glaring at her son. "I am offering a warning I rarely give. Take her back and sit down, Mother, while I remain calm. I will stain that fine dress of yours with if you persist." Edgar's fingers twitched toward a knife at the table, the tension palpable. "Edgar, you ought not to be so hasty," Percy interjected, weary. "She is your mother, not a stranger. Do not speak of blood so casually to her. Priscilla, take the girl back to where you found her. This is not your home to command any longer. We've all had enough of your quarrels." Priscilla's eyes lingered on Alessandra, sitting quietly. "I suppose you enjoy this spectacle. I heard you dismissed her once you discovered she's one of my people. From the start, you were creating trouble between us," she sneered. "Why am I drawn into this conflict when I've said nothing?" Alessandra thought, her frustration mounting. "Priscilla, I think that's enough. You cannot base judgments on the words of this maid. If she truly struck Edgar's wife, she deserves punishment. Leave this be. You are interrupting our breakfast," Percy said, his tone now tinged with irritation. He had no patience for his sister-in-law's constant interference with Alessandra. "Do not tell me you like her, Percy. She has been rude and cold since we arrived." Priscilla's voice hardened with irritation. Her brother-in-law was meant to be on her side, not in her way. That is what her deceased husband would have wanted. But Percy's loyalty to her was beginning to falter, and she loathed it. "Do you want people to call Edgar cursed? Was he only good enough to marry the unwanted daughter of a baron? What's not to like about the lady? She doesn't mock my age, as Edgar does, and she's not afraid to get her hands dirty in the garden. I can't dislike her when I barely know her. Sit down and converse a little." Percy gestured toward the chair opposite him. Observing the young couple as they entered the dining room, Percy believed there was little cause for concern regarding Edgar. Frankly, Priscilla should be pleased that Alessandra had managed to settle him when so many others had failed. Percy's only real concern was how long it would take them to provide an heir to his family's great lineage. "Let us proceed with questions, but I will not be sending the maid away just yet," Priscilla began again. She took her seat, her posture rigid. "I heard your father has passed, yet here you are, enjoying the luxury of being married to my son. Do you understand what that says about you?" "My father and I were never close, so I am not grieving his death. I ordered his execution. That alone should speak volumes about what I've endured," Alessandra responded calmly. There was no reason to hide the truth. It would soon be public knowledge anyway. "You ordered your father's death?" Percy asked, his interest piqued. "See?" Priscilla turned sharply to Edgar. "What have you gotten yourself involved in? A duke following the orders of a baron's daughter?" Desmond Barrett. I am well aware of the gravity of what I've done. Any more questions?" Edgar tilted his head, amusement dancing in his eyes at his mother's wide-eyed disbelief. "Is that true? You, the Baron? Was it over her?" Priscilla's voice rose in outrage. It was bad enough Edgar had married Alessandra, but now he was taking orders from her to murder her own father. "Do you have any idea how much trouble this will cause you?" "Alfred," Edgar ignored his mother's tirade. "Can we have breakfast, please? I am considering leaving this table and dining elsewhere." "Why did you kill the Baron, Edgar? Whatever he did to his daughter did not warrant death.
There are laws in place to deal with wrongdoers. Surely the guards came to arrest you. How did you avoid it?
Percy was troubled by the potential consequences.
There is no need for concern. It's already settled. You know the type of man the Baron was, and I could not allow him to live after what I discovered. I would have killed him regardless of what Alessandra wanted. Stop blaming her for my actions.
Edgar said firmly, his gaze directed pointedly at his mother.
All of you are leaving after breakfast.
Heather's gaze flicked to the maid Priscilla had brought with her. The young woman stood behind Priscilla, wearing a wide grin that seemed out of place. What a fool she is. She'll be of no use once Priscilla has the information she desires.
Edgar, have you forgotten that this land once belonged to your father and I? When Edmund died, it was handed down to you to oversee, and now you seek to banish his wife and brother without the slightest concern. I am weary of your constant defiance. The Collins name is known throughout the land, and not everyone is worthy of joining it.
Priscilla huffed, frustrated by how things had gone awry.
I recall a relative of mine marrying his maid, and none of you said a word about it. You've run out of chances, Mother.
Edgar's voice was final.
Alfred, escort them out after breakfast and hurry with the food for Alessandra and myself. I apologize for the disturbance to your breakfast invitation, Alessandra, but our home is far too peaceful for this continued conflict,
Edgar added, his tone softening for her benefit. Indeed, Alessandra replied, eager to finally eat in peace, away from the endless complaints. I do hope to see you again, Lord Collins.
Likewise.
Percy stood, understanding the need for them to leave. There was no point in remaining and causing further tension.
Come along, Priscilla. Do not make me ask again.
I refuse to leave while Edgar remains so misguided.
Priscilla remained seated, her pride unwilling to yield. She was only trying to protect Edgar's reputation.
When will you learn to respect me, Edgar?
Respect is earned, Mother. Don't get your dress caught on the door as you leave,
Edgar replied, his patience worn thin.
Wait, that's not the end. You've just had a free taste. Now get the full story on the Pocket FM app, link in description. Check out our next video and playlist, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.